Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, I'm currently live right now doing runs, and so for this video, we're going to be going over Unity Cup kind of as a guide, going through an entire run here, and I'll kind of explain everything as I'm going along, because I know a lot of people have been struggling, including myself, but it has gotten a little bit easier over time as I've kind of got the mechanics down, but still, RNG is a pain in Unity Cup. But there are ways to make it a little bit better, and that's going to be kind of the plan of this video, is to do an entire run. Now, on the original ones, I was doing a lot of Summer Mruzenskis, just kind of trying to build a new ace, potentially, for Leo Cup, which didn't work out. But now, since we're past the Leo Cup, I'm going to be looking to improve my Team Trials teams. Bakushin is definitely my weakest one, and we're going to build her taking into consideration the buffs we will be getting here on the 11th. Some Umas you really can't rebuild right now because their kit will change to a certain extent. Silent Suzuka being one of them. She gets like early lead and stuff added to her kit. And so I don't want to touch her. But Bakushin pretty much has everything I need built into what her kit here. But this is the one I have. This is back from the day when Kita-san Black dropped. We started improving my team trials. So she's very old and probably the worst one. And that's the one we're going to go through today. And so we're building her as a sprinter as well, which is what she's good at. And the one that I originally had was not at 3 stars at that point, so even better. Now, and I currently actually have her at 4 stars now. So the big thing with sprints, we were discussing this earlier, there are some sprint races where there is no late race on a corner, which means angling is not going to be good on those. But we were looking through a bunch of them, and there's not enough of them to warrant just not taking it still. A lot of them, it's still going to be good. And we don't currently have the other Uma that has a really good ult in that, the Super Creek Mummy, which will have an ult good for straights. So we're going to build her with angling in consideration here. And it's team trials. It's nothing crazy. People have just thrown together high wit, high speed Umas just to trigger a lot of skills. That's kind of the direction we're going to be going here. So first thing, we'll find a decent Sane Sky. We're going to want groundwork as much as possible. And I really don't have anything built for sprint / high turf currently. I mean, I have one kind of for mile, but this is the best one I have for groundwork. It's going to be low affinity, so that's what we're going to go with. We at least have a potential for turf S. It's team trials. It's not as important as building for a champions meeting. So from here, then we're just going to look for as best of affinity we can get with some groundwork and hopefully some turf. So I'm pretty sure one of these Mihono Bourbons is a little better. Yes, this is my Mihono Bourbon, I think, currently that I have. I'm trying to make a better one eventually for Virgo Cup. We're just going to go with her. That's good enough. Now, the big thing that we're wanting to look at getting for frontrunners, and this is just frontrunners in general for team trials, with the buffs to early lead, it is possible to make a frontrunner that will activate groundwork most of the time in all team trials races. And that is if you get early lead, concentration / focus, and then frontrunner savvy. All 3 of those can activate on any race. And when you're building for team trials, one of the big things you want is a lot of wit. And since you're going to have a lot of wit, you should be able to activate all 3 of those fairly often. And so then you should be able to activate groundwork, which should give you a very good shot at being in the lead, because a lot of people probably are not going to build their front runners that way. And that is what we're going to go over here. It may not happen, but we do have Silent Suzuka card to kind of help out with that. We have early lead on it. We have front runner savvy. We have groundwork built into the parents. It's going to be just getting a little bit lucky. If we don't get everything, it's fine. We just don't have groundwork. It's team trials. Should be fine. People are not going to be building their Umas very strong. Once we get the Mihono Bourbon wit card here on the next event, that one's going to have the even better taking the lead gold skill for your front runners. So we have that. We have our scenario link. We're going to be doing this in Unity Cup, of course. Just bring in her for another scenario link since Rico is not going to be that good. And Tempest, thanks for the follow. Because we don't really need stamina on the sprints as much. And we're going to be hitting power as much as we can as well to try and get as high of power we can get. But the main target is max speed, max wit, and as many gold skills as we can fit. So I've got this one will have the buffed version. Unrestrained will be good. That one will get buffed. That one should activate all the time. You have Professor of Curvature, which can activate all the time. Concentration from Tazuna. She also kind of acts as like a link match in Unity Cup because she's replacing a runner. She's not a racer. So you're going to have extra time to get that buffed version of the racer later down the road. We have Urara, the buff her up. And then here, we were going to go with Biko Pegasus as just a stat stick for speed. So we can get our speed. We have wit. We're going to want to hit wit as much as we can. Get it as close to 1200 as possible. And that's pretty much our build here. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I don't want to talk too long here because the focus is on Unity Cup here. But this is kind of just the process of me building a front runner at this point. All right. So the beginning of Unity Cup, the first two trainings do not have the ability to get the bubble burst or the double arrows. So there's different ways you can go about this depending on how your people land up. But you kind of look for something that can kind of help you out here. I like seeing Tazuna right off the bat since I'm using Tazuna. Rico does the same thing. The very first time you hit them, you give you an event for a mood up. Everything else here looks pretty terrible. Let's just conserve our energy for when we get the bubbles. We're going to hit wit right here. Some people, depending, if you have like no good options, doing a recreation to get your mood up is also a good option because you want to conserve as much energy you can for when the bubbles start arriving. So looking here, I do like that I have a double speed there. Let's get us a little boost of speed as well as getting some here. I could have also hit wit there if I wanted, but I think that was the good option there. We got our team in now. Now we can start getting the bubbles. And this is where there's a lot of RNG, but you want to try and get doubles as much as possible on these. And I want to avoid, this is sprint, so I really want to avoid stamina if I can, but if I have to hit it because there's a lot of bubbles there, we will hit it. And so in this case, we're going to just go ahead and take wit here. Nothing else really speaking to me there, so we're going to boost up Urara, which since we're using her card, she'll be pretty good for us just in general. And so let's go ahead. I have not actually run Bakushin much, so I'm actually going to have to use her to know all of her events so I make the right decisions here. I did not have this set up before, but okay, we got it. And so this event is a day without a class rep. Now, I'm not the best at memorizing every single event in this game, so I do almost always use Game Tora. I would say never really go random or just picking without knowing when these. It can make a big difference, especially when it comes to getting specific skills off of them. And so this one's a power versus speed. We got no power cards, and we got a lot of speed, so we're definitely going with power here. Okay, here we go. We got bubble there, bubble there. Okay, here's a case of I don't really care about stamina, but we're going to hit it because there's two bubbles here. We definitely want to keep our team going up here. We just got to hope it's just like Guts. I don't want them constantly landing on stamina. Guts is actually better than stamina a lot in this just in general because we're going to have a buff to Guts. Okay, so we have that. Okay, on this one, I really don't like much of what I see here. But at least we have Kitas on there. We're going to still be at 50%. I want to kind of be in that situation. We want to really avoid resting as much as possible. But getting Machikane Fukugataru's up to where we can start getting wit rainbows will be really nice. So, okay, so we have here. Okay, we have a double hit on power, so that's for sure what I want to go with. And you want to kind of build your teammates even. That was something that someone told me that was kind of coaching me through a run. As that if you want to have an easier time, especially in the early Unity Cup races, which we have in 18 turns here, having a more balanced team versus just pumping up one that you've already hit is going to be more beneficial, but also getting ones where you have multiple arrows are going to be better in general. So we'll go with that one. Kitas on black, getting some. Okay, got some stat. There's now the big thing that sucks is we are all the way down here. Let's take a look at wit. Wit's garbage. Luckily, there was nothing else really good there. Unfortunate, though, we're going to have to rest. Okay, nice. We did get it well rested, which is really good. Lots of arrows here. Man, it is really wanting me to hit stamina. Machi Kana Fuku Kataru. It has Tazuna on it, which means we're going to conserve energy versus hitting here. This is not the Rico card. We don't have the Rico card currently. So I'm going to do this one just because it's going to conserve energy using her. And we do want to get her up so we can get her event. So that is our best choice right there. But it is, of course, stamina again, which we really don't need to hit a lot. So we have the Voice of the Students event. And the Voice of the Students is a speed or minus energy, and we get stamina and power. Man, I do not want to use my energy up for that, especially since we don't need stamina. Man, it is not really liking me here. We're going to go ahead and wit here. Look at here. Save our energy. We want to have that energy for when we can get multiple of those up arrows. Last thing you want to do is be down here and then see like 4 of them lined up. Okay, we got that versus Kita-san, Suzuka, and then Bakushin hasn't been hit yet. We're gonna go with that. Save that energy. This is why you're seeing people that have very high wit Umas that are also having a lot of good other stats. It's because they get lucky with a lot of them landing in wit like that. Okay, there's 2 on guts. 1 there. This is gonna be a guts hit. Get both of them up. Now the nice thing, and the one thing I've noticed with Unity Cup is my stats in general are overall lower than they normally were in the URA in the beginning. Because the big thing is you start snowballing at the end the stats. So when I would really want to have like 700 to 800 speed or even 900 speed going into the senior year to make it much smoother on getting that 1200 speed, especially if you don't have a bonus to it. In Unity Cup, I have made it all the way from 500 in senior year all the way up to 1200 through sheer luck to a certain extent, just from that snowball effect there. So just know that you may overall see lower stats in the beginning because you're kind of chasing those around a little bit, but it'll be fine. Just kind of go through with it. Don't consider it a dead run until you lose Unity Cup races. That is when it's going to be pretty dead for your ace runs. Which we very well might happen here. We may lose one. I'm going to play off as if I won it, just so I can show a full run. But for now, we're going to just continue as if we won it, regardless of what happens. Okay, so we have... Man, it is not wanting to double them up for me today. I'm wanting that extra speed, Kita-san versus Machi. No, I think we go with the wit here. I just want to conserve that energy so I can do another hit on another team member here versus burning it on speed. Our speed's high enough right now. Okay, now we're going to be max energy. It's always nice. Okay, we have Biko there, Kita-san, and Urara there. Tazuna on power. We are max energy, I think, just because we're going to get some friendship here. We'll go ahead and hit that, get Urara. Because we have the Urara card, she should be pretty solid in winning the dirt races for us, which is really nice. This one's going to be an obvious one. Definitely, we got a speed rainbow, 2 up arrows, and Tazuna on it. Really, really good. And we get a mood down. Luckily, we do have Tazuna to help us out with that. No arrows at all here. Man. Oh man, this is a really tough one to make a decision. I think we're gonna... This may be a bad decision, but Tazuna, I want to try and make sure I can get her into the green, higher chance for her event. We're gonna hit it. Hopefully we get lucky and get her event to start. Because we are approaching the point where it's gonna be too late. Another bad one here, but we do have an up arrow on here. We're gonna just hit wit to save us from losing it. Taiki shuttle going up. There we go. What we were wanting. We've got Tazuna's event. Now we're in solid shape. That means we also get tail held high with her and concentration once we finish her event chain. And these bubbles are just atrocious for me right now. We're going to hit wit again. Alright, she is ready to pop though. And we got fast paced. Fast pace is a good frontrunner skill. Okay, and the big thing, one thing I forgot to mention when I was picking the Uma, the skills that you get randomly are determined by what you're an A in. So the Umas that have less A's and are more focused are going to have a better time on the random skills. So right now, we pretty much can get sprint, mile, pace, and front runner skills from those random skills. Okay, so we want that energy here. Alright. 2 new members join us. Alright, so this one, it's not going to matter. But most of the time, for anybody that's not a front runner, you're going to want Team Carrot. Now, the Rice Shower card, as you probably heard when people talk about Rice Shower Power, for front runners on long races, she'll be very good because you can get Swinging Maestro and cooldown because you don't need the Nimble Navigator gold skill from this. But we're just going to... I'm trying to build the muscle memory of hitting that because I've screwed up and hit the other one before. So we're going to select that. It ultimately doesn't matter in this run. We're not going to take the gold skill at the end. Alright, we have a fairly obvious one here. Get Urara up, Tyke Shuttle up. We have Tazuna here. So we're saving some energy. Same thing will happen with Rico. She saves you some energy, especially if you have the MLB or a high SSR one. Okay, we have that. Power, Guts, or Wit. We'll go with Power and Guts here since we're not going to be able to hit Power as much as I'd like. So getting Power from wherever we can is always going to be good. Okay. So this is a tough situation here. I don't want to hit the bursts on Stamina. And Wit, from a video I've watched on it, Wit is also one of the least efficient of the bursts. So we want to hit in other places. And we can get away with not having it completely done. Ida-san will make her a little bit stronger, and Agnes Digital a little bit stronger as well. We'll be more well-rounded. And we'll just kind of have those bursts ready to go when it's on speed or power. Those are like the big ones that we want to hit those bursts on if we can get them there. Okay, so this is between Stamina, Wit, or Guts. We're going to go with Guts. Guts is definitely going to be always good for when we're challenging someone in the race. Okay, so we got our first sprint race here. Alright. It kind of sucks. My deck here doesn't have enough race bonus to give 4, but I mean, it is what it is. This is what's working. Okay, we have 2 turns for the Unity Cup. Okay. Luckily, Tazuna's here. We'll go ahead and hit it. We're getting some affinity. We are getting an up arrow here. Didn't really see much else. We do have her to give us a bunch of energy back here, too, if need be. A power Urara hit. Okay, this is a Gamba. We're going to Gamba here on that one. Oh, man, both of these are good. Man, a 21%. I know I'm going to fail this if I hit it, but we're going to do it. God, I am not lucky on these gambles at all. Luckily, Tazuna will... Oh my goodness. Alright, come on, game. Alright, well, we're going to use the Tazuna to kind of fix it there. That's a pretty bad hit. Man, I would have took the, like, one mood down, but really that? Alright, we're going in to Unity Cup here. Now, we should be fairly good for this, but holy crap. How's our team looking here? We may have to do this one first. Now, you can do the middle one time out of the first 4. All the others, you're going to need to do the top one. Since we did not burst a bubble, that's probably why we're weak here. So, we're going to go with the middle one here to play it safe. And we'll just go ahead and see all results here. Okay. We got 3 wins, 2 draws. Done. Alright, luckily we're going to be getting another mood boost from the Tazuna event here. So as much as that one thing hurt, not as big of a deal as it could have been. So we don't actually need the energy. We're going to take skill points here. Because Tazuna's going to give it right to us here and a mood up. So we recovered pretty well from that bad training. Could have been worse. We do have bad practice, which we'll be getting rid of with the next Tazuna event when we need to use it. Okay, so we have a nice 3 arrows here. They're starting to show up. That's good. So we need to start really making them strong for this next one. Team power up to D. Okay, we have a burst plus an up on power. We have 2 here. Yeah, I think we're gonna take this while it's on power. Definitely want to take that. Tazuna there to reduce the energy cost. Urara's ready to go for dirt. Okay, nice. Big energy hit. Man, we just gotta hope I don't hit this 2%. Okay. Man, I really don't want to hit it on guts. But we have 2 others on here. And guts does have a value. I definitely think this is just going to be good enough. I don't really like doing this. But we're getting the other ones boosted up a little bit too. Front runner corners. That's good. It's landing on guts again. We're not going to hit that one. We're going to go with wit here. We have 2 of them up here we can raise up. And this is, now that you get more teammates, they're going to start lining up a little bit better because you have a lot more that can have these up arrows. Nice. We have a double speed one here. That was an obvious. We have a rainbow with a double pop on speed. Plus rice showers ready to pop. Pace here. See, as you can see, we're getting pace, front runner, and mile and sprint stuff. We're not going to see anything outside of those. Okay, we'll luckily be able to now use Tazuna after this one to fix that. The bad, whatever you call it, the debuff we have, rather than having to use the infirmary. So easy win there. Yeah, bad practice, yeah. That was the word I'm trying to think of. Bad practice. We want to get rid of that. And Tazuna will be able to do it. Alright, come on, give us groundwork. It's going to be hard to get the trifecta right now, but I would love to get it. There's groundwork. We got one of them. Now we've got to get the other 3. It's unlikely that I get it, but we're going to go for it. Okay. We definitely need the energy here. We want to get rid of bad practice. Master Trainer. Okay. Nice power hit. Man, Udada is going to be nice on there. Oh, but that's got a double. But we already have that one trained. With Tazuna here and getting her up, I think this is the way to go. We have the friendships here. Tazuna reducing energy costs. Of course, we're going to get all these mood downs. Another triple on gut. 2 of them needing to go up. It's setting the Smart Falcon up. 1%. We'll do that. And then we can get our mood back up with Tazuna here. Okay. Get our energy. Team power C. Still have 2 turns into that. Okay, maximum spirituality. This one, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's wit and skill points. We don't want to... Yeah, I don't really care about the other one. Take that extra skill points. Okay, we have to race here. This actually may set us up pretty well. Man, getting a 3rd place. Hey kid, how's it going? Right now we're recording a video for Unity Cup Guide as best as I can. Alright, we have 2 turns into it. Oh my goodness, man. It wants me to Gamba with that Tazuna here. And then we lost the last Gamba. Can we pass this one? This one's pretty nice. Tazuna's here helping out. There we go. Alright. That makes up for the failure we had. And this will actually work out pretty nicely. Since we will be able to now Tazuna right into summer. So we'll get a little bit of our energy back. And we can probably rest in the summer if needed, or if there's a really good hit. We have a lot of options now at that. Alright, here's where the problem is. We basically need to do this one, but we are now at C. We hit a lot. So we're quite strong now. Okay, looking pretty good. Don't like a mile. Now, one thing that can really help, too, is looking at your team and make sure it's not screwing you with it where it puts them. Based on your cards, you could have somebody where it has nowhere to fit. Like, you might have nothing for one of them, and it's going to just take someone that's terrible at it because it can't find anything. So everything looks good here. So I have a C in dirt. We're on sprint, of course. Man, Udada's our only C. Everybody else are Ds, but the Ds can do it. I mean, our team's C, but their team's D. So everything looks fine there. Let's just hope it. Let's hope we don't lose this thing. Alright. 5 wins. Alright. Looking pretty strong. And it's only going to get... We're going to only get stronger, hopefully, the more bubbles we can burst as it adds more team members. So, rank 17, going into round 3 here after 12 turns. Got 2 more members we can boost up through the summer. Okay, we can get, we can prepare Biko Pegasus and McQueen up a little bit stronger on Rice Shower for that one. Make sure there's nothing else yet. Nothing else here looks good. We're definitely hitting wit here. And now we actually have Biko Pegasus able to do friendship trainings. Which she can, but we're not going to take that one here. The Shino Flower. Power one, but if we take power, we're going to go way low on energy. This one we can at least get Nishino Flower while being able to do another hit on this next one. Power on Guts. We definitely don't want to hit that. Okay, this one's a nice hit for some speed. We want to make sure our speed's really good right now. So, I don't really care about stamina. These are both already maxed. So, this is not only going to give us speed, but it's also going to get King Halo up. And let me see. We got somebody that... Sure. Okay. Just heard something. Okay, yeah, Siloki, thanks for the follow. Alright, we have... Okay, summer camp, so always take power here. At least that's pretty much always what I do generally. Oh man. Of course it's there now. Now this is the time, though, that's going to be safe to rest and relax. Get our mood back up. Kind of sucks that we didn't get the pop it on speed, but we're not going to gamble again there. Okay, we have the Bakushin book. Stamina or wit? Of course we're going with wit here. Man, the one thing I'm really worried about is wit right now. Our wit's quite low. Okay, we have a nice power hit here. Okay, Sprinter States. Easy win. Alright, so what do we got here? We have her on wit. We have a power bubble plus King Halo. Yeah, that's an easy hit here for some more power. Biko Pegasus is now powered up. Udada's event coming, giving us a little bit of energy. Okay, none of these... Yeah, that one's not really good. We're going to go ahead and do the Tizuna 4th event here. That should get us a lot of energy. Alright. Okay, we have... Oh, good wit hit. 2 of them here. Yeah, we're definitely taking the wit hit. I mean, we're hurting on wit as well. So that's perfect opportunity. Dance lesson. And her dance lesson is Wit or Guts? Definitely Wit. We are definitely hurting a lot on Wit for her right now, so I want to try and hit it when I can. Okay, we can set her up. We got a double rainbow. Of course we're going to hit that. Oh, man, that mood down. McQueen on Wit. Yeah, I don't really see anything crazy here, but I do like this one. Let's go ahead and hit it. Boost up McQueen. Let's actually do this. I get that little bit for tiny little energy. I'll take it. Yeah. Okay, we got a bubble we can burst. Of course, it's on Guts. Okay, McQueen and that's a really nice hit there. Getting those up. Speed Queens destroyed you? Yep. We're going to get to that here soon. We may not see it here, but someone mentioned in chat there is a specific race on the last one that is like a death sentence if you get it. But they're very, very tough to beat. And so if you have the option, the ability to take the middle one, you want to take it in that case. We've already used our middle one in the first one, and we want to get ourselves to rank 5, which means you can only do the middle one time. So we are going to go here. We are B, though, so we should be able to win this. Let's just double check our team here. We got C's across the board. Got actually a lot of C's. So, should be able to beat them. They're a C rank. We're an overall B rank. Let's see what it shows. All double circles. Oh, Turf Queens. Yeah, Turf Queens is the name of the group. Yeah, Turf Queens. And we'll see if we see them. I don't think you can see them if you've taken one of the middle ones. 4 wins. We are done there. Alright. Bam. Alright, we're going to the 4th one here. 4 more team members. More things we can increase and start really ramping up our stats. This is where it's going to start snowballing a little bit. Let's go ahead and get our energy back up. We've got a blue pop. Man, I don't want it on Guts, though. Okay, we got Sayun Sky going up there. Nishino Flower here. Machi there. We're going to hit this one because we have the rainbow. And Sayun Sky. We want to absolutely make sure we max our speed. So she can still potentially win, because that's a big bonus to your team in team trials. Now, I was hoping I would have got the mood up from that. That's fine. Got our protein. Big boost. Okay, we have a Wit bubble here. Nishino Flower on speed. It's only that. Man, I'm really not liking any of my options here. Nishino Flower being on this. I really like to pop on power if I could. But our Wit's kind of low. You know what? We're going to take it because our Wit's kind of low. Wit's really important in team trials, and it's stinking low right now. Might have been better off taking another Wit card here. Okay, we have a pop for power. That's good. Oh man, this event, man, I'm really wanting... This is not shaping out to be a very good Team Trials Uma right now, but we may actually finish pretty well in this one, though. What do we got here? So we got Tazuna on here, and some boosts through some of them. Yeah, we're gonna hit speed. Okay, we got a double rainbow with Tazuna on there as well, which is really nice. Udada getting boosted up as well. We're gonna take that. Solving riddles, Bakushin style. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take that guts and some skill points. Okay, Takarazuka Keenan. We should be hopefully good here. Big wins. Now, I will say, I think she will be easier to build once we have access to Mihono Bourbon Wit, because then I can probably replace one of these on there. But getting that perfect one that has groundwork in all three of them is going to be very hard long run. There's Frontrunner Savvy. That's, okay, so we have that. I think the only one we're missing, early lead now? Because we'll get concentration or focus off to Zuna. So we can get groundwork, Frontrunner Savvy. Yeah, so that is the big one we need. We need early lead, which is a hint off Silent Suzuka, so we're probably not going to be able to get it. Okay, we got an up here, and we can get some energy back. Really needing wit, so like we're going to hit this as much as we can here. Another big one, a lot of up heroes here. Yeah, we need to fix our wit, so we're going to hit it again. Man, these mood downs. Okay, nothing too good here that I like. Perfect time to use the last Tazuna hit. Get our mood back up the great. Concentration. And we got a power bubble here. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and pop. Speed Eater. Okay, another one. Oh man, it's on Guts though. Let's see. I don't really like what I'm seeing here. We're gonna go ahead and see what's Guts gonna get me. Not enough. I think we just go with Wit, stall another turn, see what we can get here. I'd probably take a Wit pop now, just to get some more Wit. Speed is solid. I feel speed's pretty good. We'll pop a bubble on it if we get it. After summer, we'll see. We'll have to reevaluate where we're at, though. But let's just see. Okay, we're going in the summer with most of our energy back. Alright. Alright, we got Cute Flowers. This is the one where you can get really screwed. And I think they really show up if you've done all the top ones. So since we did one medium, they are not here. We've hit a lot of bubbles, so we should win this one. I say should. The RNG has not been very nice to me on these. Even with all the double circles. But we did win it this time. Alright. We are set to go. We are rank 5, so we are going into the finals exactly like we want. Okay, we have a race immediately here. Kind of sucks. Kind of hurts this last summer. We are rank S now. Pop it off. We got It's On, but we don't really need It's On for this. Okay. Man, really nothing crazy that I like here. I think we're going to go ahead and hit Wit. Okay, there's a bubble. It's stamina, really? We have a power one we can hit with an up to her. We're going to go ahead and take that with Tazuna, so we're saving energy. Another stamina bubble. Will you stop putting them there? Okay, we got another good Wit one here. We're going to hit Wit. Okay, should be easy there. Nice. Alright, we're on to the next one here. Come on. Oh yeah, we have to do the sprinter one. Left-handed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take that because looking at the reference document for sprint races, half the races are left-handed. Or about half. It's like 46. So, we're going to take that just in case we don't get one of the other ones that we would like to have. And so we have a better shot at getting groundwork activated. If it can happen in half the races, that's pretty good. But overall, I'm not liking this Bakushin too much. One thing I'm seeing right now that's kind of a weakness of this run so far is I'm a little bit lower on wit than I'd like. So I'd probably... Like, speed has not been a problem at all. I'd probably drop one of the speeds for another wit. I think I definitely overcooked on speed and needed another wit there. So, like in this scenario, for most people, you would probably borrow a fine motion or something. So that's one of the negatives right now I'm seeing. But overall, the run hasn't been too bad. Man, not seeing anything crazy here. We'll set up Nishino Flower for a pop. Get our wit up. Okay, there's a wit pop. We're going to go ahead and take that here. Yeah, because there's nothing else good here. We gotta be careful, our speed's kind of at risk here. Huge lead. We have pretty high stats. Now we're on the Queen Elizabeth, so we're 3 turns from the Unity Cup. We can pop her up, prop her up with Guts to have her ready to pop a bubble. We're sitting okay on speed, but it's getting scary on speed here. But we're gonna have to take, I want to take a little bit of a risk here. We'll see what happens on it. Extra training. Team Zenith declares war. Ooh, there's right. Ooh, we got left-handed. We actually have left-handed and right-handed, meaning we can take both of those, and that covers all tracks. We have enough to trigger groundwork. We have everything we need to trigger groundwork. I completely forgot Machikane Fukutaru can give right-handed. And so getting a left and right covers our butt. Now that's going to be a little costly on points, but it is what it is there. Alright. We just gotta hope we can get this max speed here. We're probably gonna want to start... Come on, pop it. Oh my goodness, it's on wit. We can take her up, and it's got a rainbow. We're going with that one. Smart Falcon getting a boost. We're going gambling. We're going gambling. Got it. Got it. Big hit. Really big hit there. Popping off that bubble. Double rainbow. That's exactly what I was gambling for right there. We are solid on stats there. Wit's the only one that's kind of weak. Here's where I feel like it's like nothing but RNG. I swear to God, I can have all double circles and lose this thing. Let's look at our team, though, real quick. Alright. B. Plus us. Mile is all Bs. So we should win Mile, for sure. We're all Cs everywhere else, plus us. We should have this. Let's go. Come on. Stop sucking, people. Let's get past that RNG. We did it. And wasn't this the one where they were all B? I don't even know. The one where they're all B rankings, the one that lost. But we pulled it off. All right. But that's pretty much it through the Unity Cup. And from this point now, it's literally just the URA finals, basically, at this point. Just try and get some wins to rack up some stats. We're going to have to rest here. But I want to pretty much try and hit wit from this point forward. We're good on speed. But a lot weaker on wit than I'd like. Power as well. But I don't have a lot of power sparks kind of for this build. That'll be for the future. Hopefully, once I've kind of worked on those and Mihono Bourbon Wit has dropped, I can improve her even better down the line. But overall, not a bad run. I mean, we've got through the Unity Cup pretty unscathed there. And she's definitely better than my current Bakushin, so... Nice. A nice big wit bubble there. That's what I want to see. Get my wit up a little bit higher. Yeah, once we have wit bourbon and I can replace probably Biko or something, and then maybe take in a MLB Silent Suzuka and replace that. That should help elevate wit, but overall, stats are still pretty decent. Got that. And another one too I could replace, but I really wanted to add the extra buffer of a scenario link. Kind of mentioning it for people who are going to ask on Urara. Yeah, I could probably replace her too, but that was a little bit for safety more than anything on Unity Cup. So I could probably put a wit there and wit here. She kind of counts for scenario link to a certain extent. But I thought it would be good. Now we did get over 400 guts. So for the guts check, we do have 400 for beating people that only have 200, which is nice. We do have enough stamina for sprints as well. What do we want to hit here? We can take 14 power. We can get ourselves up to 800 power. I mean, I feel like it's not going to change as much no matter what I take. Actually, we could hit speed and that'll give us more power. I mean, realistically, nothing here is all that useful. Although wit, I don't know if we'll get a bonus skill from her. We're going to just go with power. Let's get extra power. And this is it. Let's see how she fully ends up. Wins the finals. I do like how she's finally back, is how it ends with her coming back. I haven't actually watched the story on this yet to really know the whole story with it, with her leaving and Rico showing up. There's our bonus stats. No stopping me. Very, very good skill once the buffs come. Although not for front runners, so not needed there. And looking pretty good, and about a little bit more skill points than I normally get at 1700. Usually it's around the 1600. We got a lot of skill point events. Alright, so this is the stats here. Not too bad. I definitely know I can make one stronger. It wasn't the highest rule. I would really like to have 1000 wit and 1000 power plus 1200 speed. So I think replacing Urara with like fine motion, and then we'll have Mihono Bourbon wit, potentially replacing like the Biko Pegasus, kind of move that around, go with the 3 wit strategy. But this one worked all right. I was just kind of trying it out to play a little bit safer with the scenario links, because they do make the Unity Cup overall easier. The less scenario links you have, the harder it is going to be to win. So we're going to take those. We're going to take Concentration. We're going to take Frontrunner Savvy. We're going to take Groundwork. Bam! Groundwork can activate in every single one of them now. The negative is our wit is kind of low, so it's kind of iffy there. We didn't get early lead, which will be very useful because it's another acceleration at the start of the race. But, I mean, it is what it is there. So... And we missed another one of our golds. This is a very expensive gold. That's actually kind of bad here. We're going to take that just because it's a gold that can activate. It's on. I don't know how useful its on's going to be. I don't know how many people are running front runners. We have angling and scheming we can use. Hail held high. It's kind of bad with what we got here. Definitely can build a better one. We're going to build her to win, I guess. Have a way higher chance of winning. We got that. We need to make sure when leading by large, we can take that one. Front runner corners. Dodging danger is going to be pretty good in the launch too. Oh, we can't afford that one though. It's so expensive though, even though it's a gold. I feel like we have to go this direction. And then angling and scheming for our Excel. And so... what is that? That's very Gamba. One. Man, tail held high is at risk of not activating too. I don't know if we take tail held high here. Yeah, not the best. Not as strong as I'd like. But it'll work for now. You get tons of random skills, and sometimes they can make or break you though. But I think this will be good enough for now. It's very Gamba on the tail held high because we only have like 3 skills that can activate. Well, including her ult, I guess, if she's not in first place. So we have the corner skill, we have huge lead. Turbo sprint is the Gamba one, hoping that it's on a straight. But there's not much better to take here. But we only have 2 golds, which really sucks. But it is what it is. I'll build a better one once Mihono Bourbon drops. She will fill in for the current one that I have, and we'll continue to work on the other team trials. But that is a Unity Cup. That's kind of the whole process. That was my thought process behind all the decisions I make there. The Unity Cup went smooth, which was kind of the point of this guide. Not really... Man, she's only an A, too. Holy crap. It's because of low wit. But she'll work from now. Oh my goodness, we got groundwork and frontrunner savvy. But nothing there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I thought I'd go ahead and make this quick guide for anyone that's struggling. But you can kind of see the value of wit cards now. And how having only one really kind of hurt. So that's after you do runs and you find what's working and what's not, especially with your different parents that you're kind of using, you just kind of want to adjust from there. So I now have learned I'm going to adjust and move probably the Udada off and bring in another wit there. But it's the best Bakushin I've built yet so far. So, because I haven't really built her too much. But that'll be it for now. And if you like my content, if you could like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.